scared.
I'm scared too. But there's someone I'd rather go out there with. I've never had a grandma.
All right, I got my pom-poms ready. I got my Poms hat ready. I'm ready to talk about Poms. Yes. My name is Brennan Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in to my opinion/review for Poms. I really do appreciate it. So I just got back from the screening. They gave everyone that attended one of these free hats right here, these white hats that says Poms on it. I don't know if you can read that. And they also gave everyone a set of pom-poms here. I think that was pretty cool. It added a lot of positive energy to the screening. Now, this film, Poms, is being directed by Miss Zara Hayes. She is the writer and the director for this film. And if you look at her filmography, it is quite short, which is perfectly fine. But this is the first film that she's written and the first film that she's directed. And I'll just go ahead and say, guys, I think she did a phenomenal job. Now, the plot/story of this film, Poms, is you have a character by the name of Martha, who is being played by Diane Keaton. She is getting up there in age. She's just getting a little older, and she just feels that, you know, her days are numbered. She's not going to be here much long on earth, and she wants to retire and take it easy. So she checks herself into a retirement home with all the bells and whistles, and then decides to start a cheerleading club. Now, just like I said, guys, I'll go ahead and say I think the writer and director did a phenomenal job on this film. I don't know if it's just because I went into this film with low expectations, but I'll just go ahead and say I absolutely loved it. This film is hilarious. I was laughing my butt off 95% of this film from beginning to end. And I just actually cannot wait to talk about it, especially because I really wasn't looking forward to it. So this film stars Diane Keaton. She plays a character by the name of Martha. We also have Miss Pam Grier, what's up, my sister, and Miss Jackie Weaver. Now, my favorite character in the film is Miss Jackie Weaver. If you're looking at the picture that I have on the screen right now, it seems like the character is always smiling in real life and always in this movie. And that's just what added to her character. The thing that I liked about it the most about her character, Cheryl, and just everyone else's character is they're older. They're getting there in age. They have all the knowledge, they have all the wisdom, and they have all the experience. And I am just in the mid-30s myself. And the older that I get, I realize every day, every moment, every second that the older you get, the less you give a damn. You know, when you're much younger, it seems like you're all people, or majority of people, always people pleasing, trying to please other people, doing things that make other people happy instead of doing the things that make you happy. And this is one of the main things that this film is about. You just have a bunch of older, lovely women that have lived their lives, and they really just don't give a crap anymore. And they're going to say what they want to say, and they're going to want to do what they want to do. And all the characters in this film are like this, especially Miss Jackie Weaver, with her character being Cheryl. She was funny. There was just something about her character that was like a polite intrusiveness, you know, but I liked it. And she had a lot of dry humor about her. And it's just not her character as well that I love. It was, you know, her character tied in with the whole tone of the film. And that's just kind of like a facetious, sarcastic character, or a facetious and sarcastic tone within her character and throughout, you know, the bones of this entire film. And I mean, I loved it. I mean, that's just my personality. That's just my sense of humor. I love silliness. I love sarcasm. I love being facetious. I love dry humor. And that is all throughout this film. And just one of the reasons why, you know, it was just kind of like, you know, the director, Miss Zara Hayes, knocked it out the park for me. Now, at the very beginning of the film, something that I really liked and appreciated was the narration by Miss Diane Keaton, her character Martha. I love good narration. It really does set a strong foundation for the story that you're about to get. And then right after that, you're just really getting to know the characters. You're getting to know Martha, everything that makes her tick and her talk. And then when she comes in with Cheryl, it's just kind of like a combo duo of these two characters baffling and bouncing off of each other with their distinct personalities. And it's just hilarious. I mean, this film is filled with a lot of laughs, with a ton of laughs. And then when you're getting to know all the other characters as they're embarking on their cheerleader journey, I mean, they just don't care, and they're just going to do whatever they want to do. And it's just really fulfilling to see something like that in this film. Now, just something that I really did not like was the cheerleading aspect of the film did kind of seem shoehorned into the plot. It did not mesh that well. I mean, as we got the great narration in the very beginning, and then we're getting to know the characters, and we're getting to know the retirement home, it just seems like, okay, it just seemed like they really just stopped. Like, okay, you guys know us now, let's get to the cheerleading. It wasn't a smooth transition, and it was kind of jarring. But when the cheerleading stuff did get going, it got going pretty strong, and it was one of the best things of the film, besides my favorite character, Cheryl, played by Miss Jackie Weaver. Now, they also had a montage of cheerleading performances and training as well. That was another high point in the film for me that I liked, and I was just kind of just smiling ear to ear. And it was pretty much like that throughout the entire film, and there's not too much that I can complain about, except for a few minor gripes that I'm going to list right now. The second thing that I did not like about this film is I just don't like bratty teenagers. And for a moment, the story and the plot kind of revealed itself that these are going to be the older women that's trying to cheerlead versus the younger women. And some of the characters in this movie was kind of treating that like a real competition. I'm just like, that was just really annoying to me and disrespectful, from a character standpoint that I thought was going to take over the story. It did not completely, but it did kind of swerve lanes just a little bit and left a sour taste in my mouth. I was just kind of saying to myself, okay, why are you trying to compete with them? You guys are 18, 19, maybe 20 years old, or maybe even younger than that. These women are 70, 80 years old. Of course, you're going to be more physically fit and active and agile. There's no competition. So why are you bragging about this? And that really just kind of turned me off. But other than that, and the cheerleader aspect of this film being shoehorned in, and the ending of this film that rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, this film, it was just firing on all cylinders at its highest point. Everyone is just enjoying themselves, laughing, singing, dancing, cheerleading in the audience, cheerleading on screen. And they had an abrupt right turn or a left turn, whatever, that just did not flow smoothly at all. And it really knocked the wind out of me to where I was just saying, okay, I hate this ending. It was ending so well. Why did they have to do it this way? But then they added a little extra right before the outtakes that brought it back up just a little bit, and made me leave the film feeling good. I don't want to spoil it for you here, but it was almost, just a serious car wreck that, you can't turn away from. If I had to rate Poms out of a 1 out of 10, I'm going to give this film an 8 out of 10. Yes, an 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy it. I think this is a fun film that many people will enjoy this Mother's Day weekend. It is not for everyone, but if you like dry humor, if you like sarcastic, facetious humor and behavior and things like that, I will say that this film is for you. It does have a moral to the story, and that is, guys, no matter how old you are, it is never too late to chase your dreams. It also reminds me of a film, Step Brothers, towards the end, where the father was like, never lose your dinosaur. That really means a lot to me. As far as just saying, hey, don't ever lose who you are. You know what I'm saying? Take care of business, but always do what's best for you. Always look out for yourself. Always have fun, because life is short, and that's what this film is about. And, one of the main things that made it very, very fun. But guys, that is just my opinion. What did you think about Poms? Or have you seen it yet? Or do you want to see it? Have I turned you on? Have I turned you off? Do you agree with me, or do you disagree? Let me know down in the comment section below. Let's get this conversation going and keep it flowing. If you like this video, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. If you don't, that's fine. But you can still subscribe to my channel. You can also look me up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all the good stuff. It's right there at the bottom of your screen, and I made it very easy by providing a link to all that down in the description box below. But guys, I just want to thank you again for tuning in to my opinion/review for Poms. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace. Poms, Poms, Poms. Poms.